Terrain models are created by importing source data from graphics, files, point clouds, or from a survey field book. Creating terrain models from survey field books is covered in the survey training. All the other types are discussed in this course. Creating from a file uses En-ROAD's DTMs, GeoPack10 or DAT files, MXRoad fill files, text, LandXML, and many other formats. ASCII brings in text files using a text import wizard. The wizard is used to define the format of the text file being read. In a way, it organizes information before importing. The graphical filter creates a terrain model from 3D graphical elements. The filter defines which graphics to import based on their symbology. The advantage of the graphical filter tool is that numerous terrain features can be imported simultaneously. The user does not have to select each feature individually, as with the Create Terrain by Elements tool. However, there must be consistency in the source data to utilize this tool. You can import point cloud data that has been processed with MicroStation, Descartes, and Point tools. The Elements tool creates a terrain model from 3D graphical elements selected individually or with a selection set. This tool is most useful if the elements do not have the consistency in the symbology or attributes. Some data types include an option to filter the data as it is imported. Filtering eliminates unnecessary points to reduce the size of the terrain model. There are two types of filtering options, tin and tile. Both filter points, but they use different algorithms and will produce slightly different results. The tiling algorithm is faster and typically provides a 30 to 50% reduction in file size. The tin algorithm is slower but typically provides 70 to 90% reduction in file size. Details of each method are provided in the help documentation. Some data types also include an option to specify a geographical coordinate system. The geographical coordinate system allows data collected in a different coordinate system to be converted to the coordinate system of the active DGN model during import. In this practice exercise, we will create a terrain from elements. From the previous exercise, we want to open the Create from Graphics DGN file. Using Element Selection tool, we want to select all elements in the file and create a terrain model. You can use Ctrl-A on your keyboard to select all elements. Underneath the terrain model tools in the task navigation, there's a Create from Elements button. Click on that tool and you'll be prompted to data point and select all the elements. Set the feature type to breakline. If it's not selected, you can hit the down arrow to switch. Data point to accept. Set the edge method to remove slivers. If it's currently not selected, you can hit the up and down arrows to change your edge method. Data point to accept. The terrain model is created and triangles are displayed. While this is a valid terrain model, it may not be everything that we desire. One possible option would be that we bring in our buildings as void areas instead of break lines, so triangles are not cutting across our building areas. Another way to do this would be to create a selection set of all the elements excluding your buildings and bring those in as break lines, and then create a second selection set of the buildings and create a second terrain model, bringing those in as voids and using the complex terrain model tool to combine the two terrain models.